I thought we played hard the whole game, but I thought we played tight early on. I thought defense loosened up and played better than offense sooner. That special teams was fairly explosive throughout the day. The sloppiness with regard to penalties is alarming.
Did you see a change in your team's demeanor after Pippins' touchdown?
Yeah, a little bit. I think it was starting to take shape, but that was kind of an exclamation point on that stuff, you know.
A lot of the penalties are coming on kick returns or punt returns. What are you seeing there?
I have to see the film. I haven't seen anything. I have to see the film.
You guys had over 200 rushing yards today. Do you think running the ball at him sort of engaged your team, maybe made them play a little tougher?
I don't think so. That's part of what we were getting. Also, I thought James Williams played real well, so I thought that helped with that.
What does Williams bring to the team, Mike, in terms of the run game?
He's explosive. He's elusive. He's not a guy that thinks about 30 inconsequential things. He just goes out and plays. He's got really good hips. He's fairly elusive because he's got really good hips. You know, he's a guy that's, James Williams hates that this game concluded, you know. He always wants games to keep going, so, which is kind of what you're after out of a guy.
Did he have a really good week in practice?
He's had a couple pretty good weeks. Really starting with camp, a little unpolished assignment-wise, but then that's gotten tighter and tighter. We've wanted to get him into a game. We wanted to get him quite a few reps and let him settle in, and I thought he did a good job of that today.
Does a 100-yard game excuse the hurdling?
No, the hurdling's not very wise, but then there again, I don't like that hurdling stuff at all. And he did pretty much pull it off, but it's still, big guys just raise up and jack you up, and he's still airborne and hit hard, landed hard. So.
What do you see from Luke in the passing game?
Well, I thought once he settled in, he was pretty good. I thought he operated a little slow early.
Did you get any kind of quick eval on Tyler, Fred Mauigoa, and C.J. Demery in their first action?
I thought they did pretty good.
What was different about this week from last week?
Well, I thought we had better focus throughout the week, and it was one of those weeks where, it was a fairly intense week, and it's, different teams have different personalities, but this team, it's become apparent that, a lot of this intensity has to come from us as coaches. And I think as coaches, we could have done a better job of evaluating that and sorting that out earlier because, everybody's rooting for their players and want them to do well. And, and so as they do something well, you want to encourage them. We seem to have a group that'll go soft a little bit. I think as coaches, we got to be on them all the time. And I think it's, it's got to be all kinds of intensity and a bunch of stuff that's old-fashioned that if we're ever going to maintain the integrity of the game of football, it'll come back in a hurry, I hope.
How does that impact your approach going into the bye?
Well, they'll probably wish there wasn't a bye before it's all said and done.
I know you don't put too much stock in one win over another, but just given the way the season started, what does this one do for you guys, you think, going forward?
The biggest thing about this is we played better, and that's the sole evaluation of any of it. Did you play hard? How well did you play? We played better. We played hard. We played sloppy, and then we got in a rhythm on all three sides simultaneously. So that portion, we just need to be able to magnify it for 4 quarters.
Mike, the tightness you referred to, is it maybe because you put so much heat on them this week, they felt a little pressure?
Oh, I think probably so, but I think that that's not going to change. They're going to just have to learn to adapt to all that. Because we tried the other approach, and I didn't care for how that worked out.
Did you get a look at the play that got Jamal caught?
I didn't. I'm curious about that. I didn't. Did you?
No, it was high up, no binoculars.
Oh, well, I don't know. I couldn't see it well enough to see.
Like Bill Moose said yesterday that he would leave it up to you to determine whether Robert Barber played today. Was that something that you evaluated for having him play?
I've evaluated that from the beginning, and I've made my thoughts known on that entire thing. So, and I also think numerically, it's obvious.
You said your team doesn't handle wins very well, and you kind of mentioned that they're immature in that aspect. How did you address that today?
I don't know if I said that or not, but I don't recall saying it. But bottom line is constant emphasis on improvement.
I think the comment was, we don't handle success very well. Coming off a win, do you do anything to try and make them handle success differently?
Yeah, sort of. Hammer again more tomorrow,
Any other questions for Coach? You had a kind of intense exchange with Coach Petrino after the last game a few years ago. Was this exchange at post-game any better?
I didn't see him. I wish him the best, but I didn't see him.
Michael, so Barber will be practicing and playing with the team until the appeal of his expulsion is determined?
I'm not interested in going into any details on that. I think there's a volume of issues that need to be addressed, and hopefully everyone together is successful at addressing them.